Welcome back, witches. Am I still powering through all of my filming goals for today? Yes, I am. Do I desperately need to drink some water and run a brush through my hair? Yes, also. Am I going to? No. We are filming this. I'm dedicated to getting today's task list done. I did, however, get all the footage off my phone, so I know that Sunday you had my October-November reading recap. Monday, best books of the year. Tuesday, worst books of the year. Wednesday was Mandy's podcast episode, Shadow Work for Hot Messes. Thursday, yesterday, went over the reading related goals that I have for 2025 and which books I'm looking forward to. So today I want to talk a little bit about goal setting and like other goals for 2025 and how to set witchy related goals and how my goals that I set are going to like sort of be related to my witchcraft practice or how I'm going to use witchcraft to achieve those goals in 2025. And then hopefully tomorrow, which will be Saturday. Did I do that calendar right? I sure hope so. You will be seeing my divination for 2025, my tarot spread for 2025. So let's jump into setting magical goals, and then I will talk a little bit about kind of what I have planned for 2025. I love setting goals at this time of year. It's not for everybody. I understand that. There is nothing magical about January 1st, except that there is. It's not just an arbitrary date. I know it seems that way, that there's like really nothing going on. There's no like astrological events that are marking it like Yule or something. But there's just a lot of energy in the air that you can tap into at this time of year because there are so many people that are setting goals. It is a very hopeful time. There is a lot of motivation to tap into to start things on January 1st. So if you don't want to call them resolutions, that's fine. If you do, also fine. I don't usually call them resolutions. I just set up my goals, but kind of the same thing. You can absolutely incorporate your witchcraft into this. You can either set goals that are related to your witchcraft practice and some things that you would like to accomplish within that in the year of 2025, or you can set any other type of goals and then use your witchcraft to help support those. I love setting up ritual space before I even begin to get into the right headspace of setting goals. And then I like to consult tarot as a guide. So you'll see that more tomorrow. And that can be done either before or after you set the goals. You can absolutely use tarot to see what sort of goals you should set. If you don't really have an idea or they're just vague ideas, you can ask the tarot cards to help give you direction in that area. And like tomorrow, I will show you a 2025 overview. So you're pulling one card for each month. And you can do that before or after you set your goals. You can do it beforehand to give you guidance of what you should be doing and what might be coming in each of those months and set your goals accordingly. Or you can set your goals and then look ahead to the year, which is what I'm going to do. And then you can be prepared for what comes up during those months and be able to adjust your goals, knowing that that's sort of the energy that's going to be happening then. If you want some guidance in setting witchcraft related goals, I think looking to your birth chart could be incredibly helpful for this. I've been very into my birth chart lately. So there are a few areas in your birth chart that you could look at to see what type of witchcraft you might be best at. So a good one to look at is Pluto. Where is Pluto in your chart? If you are a millennial like myself, we're the Scorpio, Pluto and Scorpio generation, because Pluto stays, for many, many years, 20 years, in one sign. So all of us are already mysterious and drawn to the occult. So I've got so many millennial witches, but you can narrow it down more specifically and look at what house it's in, because Pluto is related to all of that occult things. So you've got that mixed with Scorpio if you are a millennial. And then you can see which house it is related to and incorporate some magic related to that into your goals as well. Just one example, but a fun thing to do if you have not looked up your birth chart or haven't gone more in detail. A fun way to sort of incorporate that and try something new in 2025. As far as other witchcraft related goals that you can set for yourself, to find a path if you want to get a little more specific about something, to find your witch name. I showed a video about that. Could be a fun thing for you to do in 2025. To get better at tracking. That is perpetually on my goals list because sometimes I'm really good at it. Sometimes I'm not great. I know the benefits of tracking, of setting up a book of shadows or a grimoire and tracking exactly what you did for a spell, all of the steps that you took, all the timing, any colors used, all of those things. And not only do you need that information to like undo the spell or to tweak things if it didn't work, but it's just nice to be able to look back on it and see what you did, especially if it does work, then you can replicate exactly what you did before. You could, of course, have a goal related to books. So maybe reading a certain number of witchcraft related books or diving into a particular field of study if you want to narrow things down more. You could set a goal for finding community if you are looking for in-person or online witchcraft community. Whether that is a coven or something that is less structured, just finding other witches to connect with. Trying meditation, improving your skills at meditation, practicing your divination, or again, trying a new form of divination, trying a new spell or ritual, maybe every so often, maybe every other month or something like that. You try your hand at something completely new and a different type of magic. Or celebrating the Sabbats, getting in tune with the wheel of the year, or setting up your own wheel of the year, because a lot of us do not exactly resonate with that agricultural cycle. Some of them seem a little weird to us. You can absolutely set your own wheel of the year and celebrate different times and shift your energy and your witchcraft practice at those different times. Like, I have recognized that November is a very strange month for me, and I have to adjust my energy levels accordingly, which I figured out this last month because November was like tough. Energetically, it's just tough for me because we start out with Halloween and Samhain, which I absolutely love. And I'm in, like celebration mode for that. And then we get into like darker energy and ancestor work. And then in particular, the anniversary of my dad's death is November 14th. So that's like a difficult time for me. And then my birthday is November 20th. And people expect me to sort of like be back up again in a week to like celebrate that. And I'm just not there yet. So November is, and then we go into Thanksgiving. So November is a very strange month for me, and I have to really remember that and track that as part of my own wheel of the year to understand my own energy cycles and how that's going to relate to my witchcraft practice. So those are just a couple of ideas. If you have any more, if you have any questions, do let me know in the comments, because there are so many different ways that you could set witchy related goals for 2025. So many different ideas to get to. So if you have any, definitely put those in the comments below, because that could help a lot of other people as well. Let's talk about mine in particular. I am going to be using witchcraft to support my other goals. I don't have any 2025 goals that are specific to witchcraft. I do have goals to create more consistent content, especially on YouTube. I really don't struggle with the podcast or Patreon. I see you guys every Monday. See you guys every Monday in 2025. I'm good on that. And some other, fun videos up there as well. But YouTube, I definitely struggle with. And social media, I just don't care, to be honest. I don't post, but I also don't care that I don't post. So I would like to create more consistent content, and that is related to witchcraft, and that will involve like doing more spells and things and tracking those, but it's not necessarily a specific witchcraft goal. So I have a couple of themes that I'm going to be working on for 2025. One is a continuation of 2024, because I completely fell off in October, November, and December, which I'm sure you have noticed. And that is the focus on my finances, and particularly the no spend. I was supposed to be having a no spend all of 2024. That did not happen, because I definitely went shopping in October, went to the witchcraft stores, bookstores, all downhill from there. And then I even like got a bunch of stuff for my birthday in November related to witchcraft and books. And then I still like bought more things during Black Friday sales, because I have no self-control and I need to do some spells related to that. So I have another focus on finances goal going into 2025, again with the no spend, low spend. I have some ideas surrounding that and how to track that and give myself like a little like wheel room, but I'm still doing no spend on witchcraft supplies or books, and just being like way more dedicated about putting them on my wish list, waiting and knowing that that's kind of what everybody gets me for my birthday and the holidays. So I just need to be patient. So going to be focusing on that, and I will be tying that into my content creation goals through witchcraft on YouTube. So in 2025, I've mapped out a schedule in my head. Whether or not I will stick to it, I don't know, because like I have mentioned previously, I think over the summer I talked about this. I have cat energy. I think Harley Jordan talked about this, especially as it relates to your work, of the energy of how you like show up to things and why certain types of work just aren't for you. And I am, and she calls it your pretty type. It's like 4 different animals, and I'm cat pretty. And cat pretty is that you cannot tell me what to do. Like, you put a schedule in front of me, and I'm going to rebel and like not always stick to it. I like to do what I want when I want, even if it's my own schedule. Like, I sit and I look at a month in advance, and I'm like, yes, I want to do this and this and this. And then when it gets to actually doing that, I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. So I need to do what I want in the moment and not try to plan so far ahead. So I have like a loose idea in my head that I have these financial related goals. So once a month, I would like to check in with that and also show you a spell related to finances so you can use it to help you as well. I will be doing the spell and I will be tracking the results of it. So in a little bit here before 2025, I'm going to be refreshing my money bowl and setting it up with 2025 like intentions, and then refreshing my money bowl, every month throughout the year. So I'll be showing you what that looks like, and doing a wallet enchantment, things like that. All of these finance related goals, money related goals, that you will be able to see the witchcraft behind that in 2025. General loose goal about that. My other 2 goals then are to prioritize physical health. So I do have some more pounds that I would like to lose. At some point, I will get into specific numbers, but I will definitely let you all know that before I mention anything, because I know a lot of people are triggered by that and do not like talking numbers when it comes to weight, but I also think that it can be very helpful for some people. So before I ever mention that, I will let you know. And it is going to be like diet related, cleaning up, like processed food and sugars and seed oils and all of those things that are killing us, and focusing on that and physical health. I'm not like a huge like exercise person of going out there and doing, what is that my friend does? She does Orange Theory. I went to one Orange Theory class with her and I thought I was going to die. I was like, how do you do this? Like multiple days a week. This is killing me. So not like super intense like that, but getting my steps in every day, just like doing the treadmill more often, trying out some fitness videos, things like that, and just general physical health stuff. So I have some ideas of things that I would like to work on besides just those, like prioritizing sleep, getting stress levels down, optimizing circadian rhythm. I asked for a sunrise alarm clock and a weighted blanket for Christmas because I'm old now and that's what we do. So I would like to test those out, and those are all going to be part of my prioritizing physical health in 2025. And again, I'm going to have spells related to that, hopefully once a month, showing those here on YouTube about how I can incorporate my witchcraft to support those goals. My last goal is more simple than those 2, and that is just working on my homemaking, continuing that. I'm pretty good at that. I have like a pretty good schedule of like cleaning, getting the laundry done, getting food on the table, all of those things. And it's sort of just a continuation of that, and maybe like streamlining it a little more to make it easier, more second nature. So I don't have to like think about it as much or make as many decisions in a day. It's just kind of more automatic. So I would like to get to that point. And I love hearth magic. And that I have shared lots of home related spells for peaceful home, for protection, things like that. And I will continue to share those things because I think that is an important part of my life, an important part of my practice. So those are kind of the 4 buckets of goals that I'm going to be working on in 2025. The creating consistent content is kind of like out there in the ether, and I'm considering it a goal, but it's just kind of like, if I do the other things, that will happen. So that one, and then prioritizing my physical health, focusing on finances, and just highlighting homemaking, keeping it, at the forefront of my mind, and continuing the things that I've done there already and keeping that going, decluttering, cleaning, all that good stuff. So I think that's everything that I wanted to say. I have a lot of thoughts flowing about those different things, and I do have a space where I'm like writing them all down, and I'm going to keep track in that reading planner that you saw. They have the spaces for not only like the books and the reviews, but really from week to week, it's got all of those different boxes that I could make into, like meal plans or tracking what workouts I'm doing. All of those things will fit inside that planner. So I'm using the notes pages that are in there to kind of track the different ideas that I have to work on each month, each quarter, kind of looking at how my energy ebbs and flows throughout the year and kind of figuring out the best, path forward. So one of the things that I am going to be doing then, which you will see tomorrow, is to do this 12-month divination with tarot cards to see what is going to come each month and then note those down. See how that unfolds in 2025, and it sort of is going the way of the tarot cards. I know how to adjust my goals accordingly. That's everything for this video. I will see you all in tomorrow's video to go over that tarot spread, but do let me know what your goals are for 2025. Do we have anything in common? Is there anything that you're going to focus on, or do you have like very specific like number related goals? I would love to know any of that, because I think goal setting, especially going into January, is one of my favorite topics. I love this time of year and I love the energy related to this time of year. So absolutely let me know and we will chat in the comments. I'll see you tomorrow.